All right, welcome back. This is from the Players Lounge. I'm your host, William Satterwhite with
Bennett Warren.
This is Maximum Moments.
This episode is sponsored by Julia Hurley, your go-to expert for real estate in Knoxville. As the host of Selling Knoxville TV series and Connect the Knox podcast, she's passionate about connecting home buyers to the Knoxville area. With over a decade of experience and 1,000 homes sold in the area, Julia is a proven leader of the industry. Visit justhomesgroup.com.
Okay. For today's episode, our guest is Larry Johnson, one of our fellow linemen. Big Trey, Scary Larry. So basically,
Cheeseburger Larry.
Can you keep it like, okay.
So what, you're a redshirt junior or redshirt sophomore, Larry, you would say?
A redshirt sophomore. A redshirt the last year. So this would be like my second year in the program, but third year in school, technically.
So technically, where did you start off then, that technicality then?
I went to a junior college. I was there for a semester. I wasn't there for a year. I was there for like maybe 5-6 months. And then I ended up leaving that same year and coming here, which was 2022.
What would you say like the transition was from a JUCO to a D1? Like how hard was the transition, you would say?
Like it was real hard. I'm not even gonna lie. Like just me being in JUCO, I guess just playing a lot, just coming out of high school, I was feeling like I almost had everything set in stone, but just transitioning, not from just D1, but to the SEC, like, it just shows you the importance of, like, how big the details are, or, like, how important the small things lead up to the big things and stuff like that.
You feel like it was a big shift in, like, physicality and actually having to know you got to know what you're doing out there. Like, it's really about the little details in every movement you do.
Definitely. You miss like a half, like, y'all miss half a step, we can get the quarterback killed. That's a game killer.
People treat offensive line like it's the easiest job in the world.
It is, bro. It's
very, very small details you have to perfect.
Especially at tackles for me and Larry, and for center as well.
Yeah.
Depending on who you're going against,
you gotta know the whole picture.
Yeah.
So you gotta make every call. We gotta block some of the
greatest, fastest.
People
like, athletic.
Athletic, the biggest and most athletic sometimes.
It's crazy.
So Larry, you're from Georgia. Have you always been an SEC fan, or what made you choose Tennessee?
First, I would not say I was always an SEC fan because I wasn't really into like sports. Period. Like, I got a hidden talent. Like I was always into music, so I used to make music. I used to like be in band and stuff like that. So football wasn't really in my head or nothing like that. But I mean, for me being 17, I was like in the junior college. I was 17 hours away from home. So I mean, the SEC was basically the conference that I felt like that I belonged to. I always knew my work, and then it was just always home. So it was always like just knocking two birds out with one stone kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
and when you made that flip from junior college to here, bro, I seen you had that huge body transformation. You wanna, like just elaborate on how you did that really? How you got through it?
So when I first got here, like, of course, when you transfer somewhere new, you're gonna always have like that fresh mindset. Like,
for sure. Yeah.
Of course, it's a new beginning. Like, you just want to start everything over. So my thing was like when I first got here, like everybody just went like hands on deck, all hands on deck, towards my transition, and like Ethan, like dude would literally like just walk with me through the lines, and he wouldn't tell me what and what not to get, but he would give me the pros and cons of everything that would come with whatever I would get. So he wasn't restricting me. Everything it was kind of my choice. And like, I just knew just being able to move in this offense, like, cause we play so fast.
Got it. You can't.
Being heavy, like you don't have a choice but to get in better shape. So, like to come in and drop like 40, 50 pounds, something like that, like bro. It was hard. Like treadmills, I used to come in every weekend, maybe do like an hour on the treadmill, then do some kind of conditioning. Then every single day after any workout, any practice, anything we had as a team, I would still come in out there by myself and just do some kind of cardio or some kind of ab workout or something extra.
That's a real dedication.
You just got to stay in the calorie deficit.
Right.
You have to stay burning calories or stay burning more calories that you're taking. And that way, that's how you see the most gains. And the hardest part about the whole thing really was making sacrifices. Like, Come on,
Yeah,
y'all
junk
understand.
food, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Like,
how it was when I first got here, bro.
No,
There's
that's
a
no problem.
whole, because I mean, obviously, I felt the same way when I first got here. I felt like it was all hands on deck. Everybody wanted to make sure that you know you could, like, they want you here for a reason. They want you to know that. So when I first got here, what I show up 3:55, something like that.
Yeah.
Ethan, coaches got me an extra. You know, it's during the summer, extra yoga. I got 15 minutes on the treadmill. I got Ethan telling me, hey, make sure you're eating this, that, and the third, stuff like that.
I'm the exact opposite. I came in here 270. I'm 290 now. So when I came in, it was just basically eat.
Yeah,
much muscle, much.
But still, everybody, you feel like it's all hands on deck. Yeah.
So how are you making sure you on track?
how hard is it to? Because I obviously know how it feels to lose a lot of weight, but how does it feel to gain weight? Like,
honestly, for me, I feel like I got like a super fast metabolism. So like I can eat a bunch of stuff and just barely gain any weight. So really, it's just like eating like throughout the day consistently, like eating like
making
4 big meals and the snacks in between, just making sure there's always calories in my body so I can gain weight. Especially at practices, you know, you're going hard for 2 hours, 2.5.
That's
sweating, so just hydrating too.
Then
you got a lot of calories.
And them lifts thrown in there too, bro.
Yeah, so basically just making sure I'm on top of my eating and hydrating throughout the day.
I'm sure that's hard. I just feel like I can eat a lot. Like
for sure.
Yeah.
Like everybody's bodies is different. So I can eat a lot and still maintain that, you know, that 5 pound, you know,
little margin.
Yeah, that little margin, like the 10-pound margin, I'm always in the same area. Like y'all see the consistency, like it's never too much or too little. It's always just in that little same area. So.
That's one thing I'm starting to realize too. It's like, I don't know, I feel like maybe it's me growing into my body, but when I first came here, I was down 15, 20.
Yeah.
They wanted me down they wanted me at 335. I hit it at one point, and now it's like I'm 5 pounds up. I'm 5 pounds down. I'm in the middle, and I have that ability now to like eat certain things that I want to, and not feel like I'm restricting myself from eating in the mornings or stuff like that.
That's how I reward myself though. Just kind of eat whatever you want, and then just kind of make up for it the next day.
Come in every once in a while. Go ahead and get me some ice cream or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So speaking on transitions, when you first got here, would you say there was any specific older guy or older guys that took you under their wing? You'd say this year or last year?
Yeah, I'd say like John and Sprads, like just those two alone. Like it might have been John first, cause I mean y'all witness everything. Like we be in meeting rooms and he just look back like if he sees something crazy.
You gonna keep make sure you're online.
Yeah,
that little look so funny, bro. Look back, put the head on the tree,
and then I just be acting like I don't see him. I never acknowledge him looking. Like I just always
just like
look.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You already know you're gonna look back and say something.
Yeah, bro. You
but
just
I
know it's
mean,
coming.
that's my dog though. Him and Sprads, that's my dog. Sprads, he kind of took me in from like a little brother standpoint, and I feel like John kind of did it from kind of that, but a mixture of he can see kind of what I can be type of thing. So like anytime he do like keep me in the line, like I never get mad. Like I might feel some type of way, like I might want to, but I just know I can't because he older. He been in it longer, so he understands everything, and I can't do nothing but just soak up the knowledge. Like I mean, he understands I'm not perfect. Everybody knows that. But like the only way to strive to get to, you know, that level that they feel like I can get is to strive to be perfect. Even though we know it's not true technically.
That's the biggest thing with it, bro. Picking the older dudes' brains, because once, you know what I'm saying, this is that year, you know what I'm saying, where it's this and then it's poof, we in the action. It's all on us again. Stuff like that. So it's good to learn from those people and gain the knowledge, and what really is putting that into effect.
What would you say is some, like, what are you trying to say? Like, what would you say are some like common things we do
that like, not everybody
perfect that no one like really sees on the field during the game?
So one of the things I feel like first that people should, it might not be on the lines of which I ask them, but one of the things that I feel like they should understand first is like the pain, bro. The pain,
that's
mentally
valid, bro.
and physically, bro. Like
that's for sure.
Mentally, when I say mentally, I mean like the footsteps, pass pro,
the angles, right?
Angles, the IDs, like just the whole picture, everything. Like, especially as a tackle, like you're on the perimeter of the line, bro. Like, it's just you on the island.
Yeah, no, literally.
You on the island, bro.
For us playing left, you're literally the blind side.
Like,
you mess up, that's Nico.
Yeah. He can't see you from the left side. He can't see anything. So,
exactly.
I mean, that's definitely one of the things that I say, like, you know, people should probably, like, I guess, take more into consideration, I guess.
Yeah. For me personally, I'd say if there's anything that I really, like, go through that people don't know about during it is, like, it's not being hard on yourself or not being too hard on yourself. Obviously, be critical of everything you do. You know what I'm saying? You can always get better, but taking that one pass rush rep from practice and not letting it beat you up and make you stress about your whole day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be something you leave in the building and, all right, this is what I'm gonna come back and work on tomorrow. Or out on the field specifically, all right, boom. It wasn't a sack, it was a pressure, but that might work next time. Like on the fly, how I'm gonna think about fixing that next time, while also worrying about whatever the next plays. You know what I'm saying? I go from pass pro to run blocking. All right, now I got to worry about this type of footwork, and if this footwork isn't how it's supposed to be, it could potentially affect what goes on that play. Yeah. And it's really about resetting every play, like we get taught.
Yeah, I would really say, you know, you both tackle. Me as a center, I would say, like, fans really don't understand, like, having to read the defense, read the linebackers, knowing, like, gaps, or, like, kicks, counters, inserts, just knowing the different plays we got, and knowing, like, where we have to go. I feel like fans don't really see that. And really just, like, our hands, we gotta be quick with our hands and violent with our hands. Or
hand-eye coordination is huge for any offensive lineman.
Steps and hands, main two things really for us, and just speed up the ball. So.
And making them move in unison, not just stay. It's really hard for everything to be independent.
Right.
Because if your feet don't work, your hands ain't working.
Especially as a center, like, when you a center, bro, like, I be seeing, like, the snap hand, it's like you just gotta, as soon as you snap, you just gotta bring the hand back up, and I can understand how challenging that can be, especially, like, just going against somebody breathing down your neck in front of you. Play. Like, first, you don't even know which way they want to go. They have a two-way go.
Yeah, you got a two-way go most of the time.
So. They have a two-way go versus your one hand first. Yeah. So it's like, you just got to find something to, you know, start off, you know, the rush, protecting the QB.
Another thing about going through tackles is making sure you know you have to have weight on certain feet. You don't want to be too light on this. You don't want to be too light on your left side.
Weight distribution.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just all about your distribution of your weight, because let somebody bull rush you and you ain't on your insteps, that's not only on you, but he might throw you into your QB, and that's something special, bro. That's something terrible, bro.
All right, wrapping up this segment, Larry, what would you say, like, your vision and your future, like, plans are with football here in Tennessee? Where do you see yourself at in the next couple seasons or years?
I see myself as being one of the best in the conference. Eventually one of the best in the country. But we gotta worry about the small things first. So for sure. I'm not really worrying about all of that right now. I'm just worrying about, you know, the small stuff, just getting technique and stuff down, and you know, giving energy to my teammates. Kind of just doing what I have to do in the facility to get to where I see myself.
Being a role player.
Taking it day by day, bro.
Knowing your role,
There's a game every Saturday, bro. You got to be prepared for that one.
Just worry about the progress. Like, it's me versus me. I'm not looking at nobody else, comparing me to nobody else. Like, it's literally just me versus me. Because it was a point where I didn't even, like, in JUCO, bro, like, my mindset was way different. So for me to even come to where I am now, like, sometimes I just have to give myself some credit. So, I mean, I can't always beat myself up, like Bender was saying. It's cool to, of course, you want to be strict about your craft.
Yeah, of course.
At the end of the day, you still got to kind of give yourself some credit for how far you came and stuff like that. But, I mean, for me, going back to what I was talking about, like, just worry about the smaller details now and just leads up to the big things. So that's how I feel. But, yeah, that's just on the field. I got lots of different interests that I have off the field, too. I took an internship this past summer that I really enjoyed. I will do it 100 times more if I could. I got closer to like real estate and different branches that kind of goes into real estate, things like banking, things like, you know, just anything like the small things that all goes into like property and things like that. So
when did you first know you wanted to like get into like real estate or like learn more and get more knowledgeable about it?
I feel like, well, first I was I was real indecisive at first, but I just started like getting, you know, connections with the right people and came across Julia, which is probably one of the best people ever that I ever met. And like that kind of reassured my decision on kind of what I wanted to do later on. How'd you
meet her?
How did I meet her?
Yeah.
So actually when I first got here, which was like 2022 in December, it was like an event. I don't remember what event it was so long ago. I ran into her, but it was more like, you know, just meeting somebody first time, you might not see them again kind of. It was kind of like that. You know, I took a picture of her card and things like that, and you know, we just was familiar with each other, kind of thing. And then we got closer this past summer once. You know, it was this group when there was like assigning people with, you know, the internship advisors and things like that, and it was kind of like a lottery pick from what I heard. I got chosen. I was chosen by her. She was like one of the first to, you know, pick me up, things like that. So that's kind of how we got closer.
What did the internship like consist of? Like, what did y'all do throughout the summer?
I got around a lot of people's faces, a lot of new faces, a lot of big names around the community. You know, just kind of taking different knowledge branches from like each different station of like some kind of real estate. So she's a broker herself, so I got a lot of information from her alone. You know, kind of how things work in the world and things like that. You know, kind of change my perspective on how I look at things too.
You feel like once football's over, that's something you can see yourself getting into a lot more?
Definitely. Like that might be one of the most common things that, you know, pro athletes do.
Yeah,
like they might not say nothing about it, but
they definitely have real estate.
I definitely see that.
Like as another income kind of thing. Like, you know, like just buying properties. And, it's kind of thing.
It ain't like so passive, but in a way it is passive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To own something and know that you can sell it off at some point or rent it out or things like that. It's just something that can be in the back of your mind.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so you know we had a big game last weekend.
Charlotte.
What are some thoughts on the game that still linger, you know? You would say.
I ain't gonna lie, like, I moved past it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it's in the past, can't do nothing about it. Like, that's something you can probably think about, like, after the whole season over. But, bro, I got a lot of things to worry about rather than just to be reminiscing on the past. Like, we got the win, you know, but it's still things to work on.
In my mind, one of the things that really makes me wonder is that we left a lot of yards out there on the field, and there's so much more we can do in this offense. You know what I'm saying? From penalties to drop balls to yards off on the field. It's just so much we can do.
And it's like for us to put up that many points, like I would say, like this thought just came up, but for us to put up that many points, it didn't even feel like we actually wanted to do that. Like it was so much things left on the field that we could have accomplished. Like we didn't even want to, like we didn't try to score 51. Yeah, we definitely wanted to.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like it because it was just so much that we could have just did. So that kind of shows the potential that this team has, especially with us being young. Like,
yeah.
We're gonna have this team for a minute.
Yeah.
How did it feel for you getting in the game?
Yeah, man, stat line, bro.
I wouldn't say I wasn't nervous. It was more like about the prep. Like, I was just ready. Like, I was itching. Like, I was just ready to go out there.
Yeah, the whole game.
I wasn't nervous. Like, I got my name called. I wasn't. Nothing shook me. I wasn't nervous. Nothing was too big. Like, I was just ready. Like,
that's what it's all about, bro. Being ready when your name's called, bro.
Yeah.
When your time here is gonna be there, and you gotta face the facts at that point.
Yeah,
got to.
You know, it was a closer game in the first half. When Will Burks got that pick, what were your thoughts? Like, how excited were you when he got that pick six from like 90-plus yards?
That boy Willie B.
Will definitely deserved that. Like, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah.
Something was going to have to give. I ain't going to lie, because Will worked for that. Like, I'm not surprised, to be honest. I was definitely happy at the moment, you know, because we scored. We started out kind of slow, we was trying to fill out, you know, NC State at first.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't say I was surprised because he definitely deserved it, but
I feel like it definitely gave us a lot of energy.
Yeah, it was definitely a breakthrough moment because after that we was able to run the football. Tempo was hitting, everything was flowing. Defense started going crazy.
The whole time.
Momentum definitely flipped too. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. Speaking of like, you know, being calm in your start, another dude out there that was real calm and collected was Nico, bro. How does that make you feel that you have a QB back there that's, you know, ready for the moment?
I mean, dude, work ethic is crazy. So his prep is definitely like his guidance that you know has him out there, calm headed. You know, like it wasn't too big for him. Dude already like. He already knew what was going on. Like he knew the expectation once he got out there. Like all eyes was gonna be on him. Everybody was waiting on Nico. It's almost like just imagine you being in his position. Like, bro, everybody knows you. You have tons of pressure.
Literally
tons of pressure, bro. Like
whole country.
Yeah, I was about to say
the whole state of Tennessee.
The whole nation screaming your name, man.
Literally, and like. He knows, like, I just feel like he embraced everything good. So I feel like that kind of helped him go out there with a calm head and just, you know, after he threw the interception, like, so he shook it up.
He came over to the sideline, dapped the O-line up, you know. He said it was his bad.
He dapped the entire O-line.
Dial it up.
I told him he didn't have to apologize. We just going to wipe that off and just, you know, shake back. Dude went out there and put up 50 points. So, like.
Scoring touchdown, ran one in himself, too.
Yeah, so, like. I feel like he was definitely prepared.
And for you, Sat, another dude out there who was just calm, cool, and collected, you know, at your position, Cooper Hayes.
You know, just having Coop as a mentor really just helped me. You know, I've never played center before I got here, so coming in as a tackle or an interior lineman, really, then having to make that transition, he's just been there since day one, really, just keeping me motivated, really, knowing how it is to come in, being forced to play a position, but you know. He's helped me bloom since the spring to the summer. It's just differences I've made. So just great having him as a mentor, really.
For sure, 100%. You know, we got Kent State this week. How y'all feeling about that?
I'm hyped, you know.
100%.
Team from back home, close home, 15 minutes away. I hope our boy travel. You know, the little jersey swap after the game. So I'm really excited for that.
That'd be cool for real.
Yeah.
I'd definitely say I'm excited, but I'm also dialed into. No fun. I meant no games. It's definitely fun, but you know, no games to be played.
Right.
Kind of thing.
So far, how have you been preparing for this week or like any other week? How do you prepare? You would say.
I watch film alone. Like, I might just go lay down or something and just look at our practice that we had, and like, there's always a mistake or at least something you can get better. Yeah. So I just go look at that and I just replay it over and over and over and over until like I can let it marinate on my brain.
Yeah.
And then, like like last night I literally sat on one play for like 20, 30 minutes just watching the small details, bro, like because they matter so much.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of like my prep basically. I might just be somewhere, I might just punch on the wall or something, or then I might be walking somewhere and just take like a big bite or something. Take a little,
I'm falling accustomed to that one for sure. I go through that. Sometimes I'll be going through them doors in Stokely. I hit
I be hitting a hip knock, bro. I be bored.
I hit that wide zone reach. I'm ripping through, I swear. Nah, bro. I'm definitely excited to play this weekend. Anytime I get to step in the Neyland, bro, it's like a surreal experience.
Bro, and then it's gonna be nighttime, so
it is gonna be a first night game in Neyland, bro.
Yeah,
first night game in Neyland for me and you.
Yeah, both of us really. I really prefer the night games. You know, less hot. And the lights too, the fireworks.
100%.
Running out the T.
It's
gonna be
gonna be a
12
good
o'clock.
one. It's gonna be a good one.
12 o'clock when we leave.
Right.
It's gonna be late though, but
It's gonna be a crazy one. Definitely excited to play a night game in Neyland for the first time, and definitely being in front of all those people and being the only thing between the world and Nico right now is just huge for us.
Definitely.
Protect a man like that, man.
And lastly, special thanks to Julia Hurley and Just Homes Group Real Estate for sponsoring the episode of Maximum Moments. Please visit justhomesgroup.com.
Yes, sir. And special thanks to my dog, Big Trey here, bro.
Scary Larry.
Man,
You know,
coming out here, man.
And once again, thank you for joining Maximum Moments. I'm William Satterwhite.
I'm Ben Warren.
That's our time.
Yes, sir.